Thank you.
Perfect.
It smells so nice.
So this is also one of our newest members on the menu. So today we have gurnard fish, and that's sitting on our provenance artichoke roll. There's a saffron champagne velouté going around with a dill oil. And then also some fresh mussels, capers, and a tomato organic zucchini fungus. Lovely.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Wow, this looks incredible.
Nothing special. It's not like a three-star. It's operational kitchen.
Yeah.
It's easier to get through the garden.
I always think about that Bourdain quote where he said, travel isn't always fun. It's painful. It's, it challenges you in ways, something to that effect. And I'm like, yeah, well, that did.
It does that. Okay, see that patch over there? Lars, the owner of the farm, gave us a little stretch of dirt. And we found some really killer indigenous greens. Working with the professor, Jan de Vunk. He's brought like 12 to 15 different ingredients into my repertoire. I've never tasted before, seen before. Yeah. And there's so many more. When the guys came, the imperialists, they came in the 1600s, they documented
those guys.
The Dutch. They documented about 700 ingredients that the indigenous people were using from the wild. Now they're using about 300. There's like 400 that are gone.
Yeah.
So his whole thing is what the ancient people ate. The first people here.
Yeah.
Dating back to between 70,000 and 140,000 years ago. So they've got evidence of, you've heard of the caves here in the Pinnacle Point. And they found a granola bar. It was about 70,000 years old, between 70 and 80,000 years old. So it's like evidence of culture really back then when they had the time to make food taste better.
Wow, incredible.
So it's quite cool because the foraging here is incredible.
Yeah.
If you go down to the shoreline, you can get enough for 10 meals in like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
It's incredible. It's like
amazing.
It's the most prolific foraging region in the world. They're just, trying to build up the nerve to taste it.
Yeah, of course.
Because a lot of it is, besides unpalatable, it's quite toxic if you get it wrong. We planted it before the winter, and the storms came in, and it's completely washed it away.
Yeah.
So we had to replant. It's about 2 months old now. 2 to 3 months. We just turn the water off quick. There you go. Some peace.
Yeah.
Okay, so these ones, this is an incredible one. This is called tree ant. They're almost there. So what they shoot in their ground cover. You see how they're running? So now with the heat, the soil's kind of warming up, watering it enough, and they're starting to spread. But the leaves are like a hardy spinach, and the stems are like an asparagus. They're on the red list, actually. They're an endangered species here because their habitat is where the best condos go.
Yep.
The best hotels.
Sure.
On the lagoons and the beachfront. And then on the outside, it's a sour fig. This thing has come from South Africa to California. It's known as highway ice plant.
Yeah. Of course.
So here we relish them.
Yeah.
We love them for their fruit. It flowers, and then the flower turns into a pod with a fruit that's almost like a strawberry. I think Barago, the chef there, he uses them and he calls them rock strawberries or sea strawberries.
Yeah.
So quite so pick them and then we dehydrate them or juice them. You can let them shrivel up and they're quite nice as well.
Yeah, you can see these all along the highway.
Yeah.
Sorry, in certain places.
But these are a particular type.
Yeah.
That's called a guinea. Yeah, the ones you guys have are like the other one.
Yeah, the other one.
The nasty one. Then these are a rock rose. So these are a beautiful succulent. What can taste like spinach?
Right.
Yeah. Spinach, you got to dress them.
Yeah.
They're full of juice, full of liquid. So we just dress them in a.
Oh my gosh.
So it's quite a pleasant taste and quite succulent. And then these ones, this is a wild garlic. We have wild African garlic. The bulb is really big and strong.
I've seen it. Yeah.
Yeah. Garlic chives. So this is an indigenous one. Then here's we're about to plant these ones. There's an African mint,
Hmm.
a wild mint.
Oh, that's nice.
Okay, this is a mountain buchu.
Different than sort of a traditional mint that I'm used to.
These herbs are very, they used to be revered by the indigenous. It's called a buchu. And they've
A lot of medicinal
it's
qualities.
documented a thimble of this herb was traded for 2 sheep.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's medicinal. But there's different, this is a garlic one. That's called mountain, this is garlic.
Oh, it's completely
You get the
different.
garlic, yeah.
Get the garlic.
The citrus one. So there's many different flavored ones. The citrus one. Oops, sorry.
Oh yeah.
Cool, eh?
Yeah, almost get a little bit of
And
black
it's
licorice
super
with
strong,
this
yeah.
one as well. Wow. Yeah, powerful.
Yeah.
They're yeah, there's a little bit, you know, is
You got to be careful with it.
yeah, incredible.
What we want here is enough to use in our kitchens, because the kitchens we go through a lot of vegetables, a lot of herbs, so we don't have enough space to do everything.
Sure.
So we thought we just have 2 or 3 different types.
Yeah.
Get it bountiful, and then from here we're going to move up.
Yeah. Is most of this just for beyond, or are you
We're
liking
going to
some
be using this
for
for
other?
Spain as well.
Okay, nice.
Right now our suppliers got some.
Okay.
They're kind of, this is how we kind of want them to look.
Mm.
Excuse the damn water.
Yeah.
But it is a succulent, similar to the other one, but these are good for cooking.
Just
other
so
one-
just so much water, so
Yeah.
juicy, like it's incredible.
Yeah, so these cook perfectly. I'll
Yeah.
cook them in a butter or pan fry them, we're chucking
Mm.
them stew, they're great. So it's a young project here.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I've only been working with Professor over the last year and a half.
Yeah. Yeah. That's good.
Right now my sous chef, she's involved in the San Pellegrino Young Chef of the Year competition.
Congratulations.
Oh, thanks.
That's
Yeah, so
awesome.
she got to the finals.
awesome.
So the finals are on Monday,
Okay, nice.
Tuesday. So that's where they left for. Yeah. So she
nice.
do quite well. I think her dish is great. It's all talking about, respect to the khoisan. There was actually a lady who healed her family with what she ate, and she documented it. So this kind of celebrates her menu of what
Yeah.
she produced.
Amazing.
Yeah. So quite cool.
Awesome.
Well, listen, you're just missing the launch of our Origins menu, which
Yeah.
is unfortunate.
Is that in the
We're launching it on Thursday.
Okay.
Yeah. Our garden just hasn't been ready.
Yeah.
So we're actually going to go out to the beach or to the rocks on Wednesday, gather what we need, and launch on Thursday.
Oh, bummer.
I know. It's a pity.
There's a few people that we've met with who are like, you're at the tail end of our spring, menu. We're just about to transition in like a week or 2. So
That's all right.
it's all good.
Yeah. So,
I think the thing that everyone's been saying is they're like, once you've touched down and really put your feet in the soil here, you got to come back.
yeah, you got it.
You got to come back. You got to
African buddy.
exactly.